Hey guys, Jay here, welcome to EonsOfBattle, and in this video I want to show you how to make some disgusting maggot covered bases. The first step is to apply a little elevation using my favorite tool, Crayola Model Magic Soft Squishy Modeling Material. This is an air dry foam clay and it sticks to plastic well with superglue. I applied this clay to all three bases and then they were ready for the next step. I cover the surfaces in wood glue. I like wood glue because it's a little tougher when dry than Elmer's glue. Next, I broke out some skulls. I pressed them into the still wet Crayola Model Magic Soft Squishy Modeling Material to make it look like they were old and sinking into the ground. Then I finished off the bases with a sprinkling of fine-grained sand. And that is the bases ready for some maggots. But before we get to those maggots, I want to point out that if you're ever looking for terrain, we have a bunch of STLs over on our Patreon. Hop over there to check them out. It is the best way to help support us making videos, and you also get access to some hobby hangouts, behind the scenes, and other exclusive content. To make my maggots, I prepared myself some green stuff, mixing the two halves together until it turned green. Then I rolled it into a tube and cut it into small sections. I need it prepared this way because I'm going to use my green stuff texture rollers. They are designed to make ribbed cables and tentacles and will be perfect for my maggots. I used the flat side to roll my cylinders out small, and then I put them into the fine texture part of the roller tool and began rolling them back and forth, applying small, even pressure to get the ridges to leave a mark. And there you can see I have made one. I continued to make more and more sections. This is easy to do while the putty is fresh, but once I had my pieces made, I left them to sit for about 45 minutes to an hour. This way they harden up and the texture will not get destroyed by my handling. Then I used a hobby knife to cut off small maggot-sized sections of my textured putty and applied these to the base with superglue. I used the tip of a pencil to poke an indent into one side of my maggots to create the mouth. Then I repeated this process over and over and over until I had as many maggots as I wanted on the bases. If you're finding that you're losing detail on your maggot's ridges, then you should wait longer to let the putty harden more before messing with your maggots. And there the modeling is done on these sickening maggot bases. Time for painting. I gave them white prime with my airbrush, but a rattle can would have worked too. Then I watered down a dark brown and applied this to the bases, making sure to keep it off the maggots. Those should remain white. Then to make my ground look suitably disgusting, I put a few patches of watery red and then some watery blue paint. Then to darken everything, I applied some watering black paint all over the ground. Now it was time for my maggots. I used a little white paint to correct any splashes of color I accidentally made, and then I can tint them any color I want. I chose blue. A watery blue paint will stick in their ridges and give them a pale complexion. But green, red, or yellow would all look good and gross. Once my maggots were painted, the only thing left to do was to paint the rim of the base black. These bases are sickening and would make the perfect bases for Death Guard from 40k or some Maggotkin of Nurgle from Age of Sigmar.